Hi, thank you for watching a video blog today from Tbilisi in Georgia. Now, one thing that you probably have never thought about around fiat currencies is that they are still working, though they have no underlying value, and they can be printed without any stopping. They get printed out of thin air just as much as the government wants. And I'm talking fiat currency for the ones that don't know what that means. This is like the dollar, the United States dollar, for example, the euro, the yen, the British pound, and all the other fiat currencies. Every currency that is legal tender in the country of issuance. Now, one thing that most people don't really understand is that the reason why they are still at least workable and valuable is that the countries where the currencies get issued forbid any other currencies to be legal tender. So, for example, if you are in the United States, you can only pay with US dollars. You cannot pay with British pounds. If you want to do so, it's forbidden. And because of that law, the currency can keep their value, because there are so many transactions done in a country on a day that, yeah, if you can only do them in the dollar or the euro or the pound, whatever, then of course that creates a demand for that currency. And when there is a demand for a currency, then of course there is some value, because there's no other way. You cannot go into a shop in the United States and pay with euros. It's not allowed. And the shops are not allowed to take it, so you cannot do it. You have to convert it to the national currency. And this is something that, of course, the governments, they force their citizens into doing so. It is their law. They made the law. And it's something that I never have really thought about. I was like, yeah, I was thinking about fiat currencies. What is eventually their value? And of course, everybody knows that they get printed without ending. There's no ending in printing. The government just continues to print money. I was wondering what was then, or what is the value behind these currencies. And it is, again, the transactions being done in a country. Because there are so many transactions in a country on a day, and if they have to be done in that only legal tender, the US dollar in the United States, the British pound in the United Kingdom, the euro in the Eurozone, of course that creates a form of value. Because you need to have the dollar. What you earn, your salary, everything, is only in dollar. People want the dollar. And there is still a sort of amount, there's not a fixed amount, but there is a amount of dollars. And when the demand increases, of course, the value goes up. Now, the dollar has a good status for amongst the fiat currencies, because it's also being used abroad. So there are many countries like Venezuela or Argentina, or you name it, where people rather have US dollars than their own currency. And that, of course, helps to increase the price. But if there was no legal tender, if there was no law around legal tender, what is legal tender in a country, then the situation would be totally different. Then people would, transact with a whole different system. Probably Bitcoin, gold, silver, or like something that derived from that. But that is interesting to think about. That's what I want to talk about today. Is be aware that the only reason that fiat currencies are still having some sort of value is because the government forces their citizens to use it. They don't give the citizens free will to, shop in another currency, no, or in another form. If they go to the supermarket, no, they have to pay with dollars. So be aware of that. Think about that. I think it's an eye-opening thing if you understand that fiat currencies are basically, you are forced to use them. You don't have any freedom. And if I here now in Georgia, I need to use their currency, and some might accept euros or some other currencies, but I'm not sure if that's really legal. They need to use their currency to do a transaction. So that was it for today. From Tbilisi, Georgia, I say thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.
Says my